Yeah, I think, with all the success we've seen deploying programmatic audio in the US, in the Europe, I think what's missing in APAC is really more education, more awareness, more conversations. That's what's really missing. We've got a lot of supply that's coming through, with a lot of diverse podcast content that's coming on. We're here in Singapore, and we know that in Singapore and Malaysia, there's a great audio culture. We've got people who are listening to up to 3 podcasts per week, mostly on weekdays, mostly on mobile devices. And so with all that supply coming in, we think that there's still value for advertisers to really unlock. We think it's a format that is often overlooked and underinvested, but we're here to just kind of bring clarity to the whole thing, have more conversations. Sometimes creative is a blocker. A lot of advertisers are very used to doing video and display creative, but when it comes to audio, they're just not really sure how to do it. Sometimes they're ripping out the audio from a video ad, and that may not be so effective. So we're really just here to have those conversations on how to build a great 30 seconds audio creative, where the first 6 seconds are important, and how you get a listener to hear it up to 4 times for them to really recall and remember it. But yeah, no, those are the barriers, those are challenges around measurement, optimization, targeting. But we do have solutions for all of those. We are very invested in solving those problems. We are wholeheartedly working on this to remove these barriers. But so I think really it's just more conversations what's needed. Yeah, I think the whole value of audio is that it's contextual in nature, so it really signals audience intent. We did a study in which shows that 70% of APAC consumers are actually exposed to audio up to 1/3 of a day, and that's such a great opportunity for advertisers to reach them. When we have a lot of screens going on, there's a lot of screen fatigue that happens, but there are a lot of key moments throughout the day where people are on the move and they're at the gym or they're at work and they're just listening to music or listening to their favorite true crime drama, and we really see that podcast consumption will grow by 25% this year. Programmatic revenue will grow up to 20% this year in APAC, and so we are really just working on removing the kind of preconceptions about audio and showing how it actually increases customers, purchase, intent, consideration, full funnel of the marketing. That's where you can really use audio, and that's where it really excels as well. So one thing that many people don't realize is that audio, at least in our world, has always been cookieless. The podcast has always operated off an RSS feed. A lot of it is consumed through third-party players and aggregators. So before this whole challenge with privacy even started, we've already been in that world where we didn't have return signals from cookies and mates. And so we recently announced a partnership with ID5, and that's a privacy by design solution that looks into cross-device identity graphs that gives an alternative to cookies and mates, and that gives advertisers an opportunity to do attribution, performance reporting, and audience profiling on that. We recently announced our acquisition of Sounder. That's an audio intelligence platform that uses machine learning and artificial intelligence to categorize podcasts according to IB and GAM standards for brand safety and suitability. So if you're an advertiser and hey, maybe you just want to target a specific podcast, or you want to avoid kids content, or you don't want to target a podcast that has your competitor brand sponsoring it, this is where we have some of these tools that are already there in place to help you unlock that value of audio and to increase your value of investment on audio. But all in all, I really think it's just really putting all the pieces together, presenting it. Sometimes audio is not thought of at the beginning. It's only targeting 1 or 2 specific publishers. But when we come in, that's where we're trying to unlock the whole value of audio by presenting the case studies, showing the success that we've seen in other regions, and just building more education awareness. But hey, we are passionate about audio. This is what we do. We're wholehearted about it. We've got the biggest minds, the biggest hearts working on audio. And we're audio people, we're podcast people, so of course we're going to have conversations. We're here to listen, and we're here to talk back about all of these topics. It's great to be here. Always great to be at ATS, and we love the podcast that you guys do, ExchangeWire MedTech podcast. I'm a big fan of that, and get Dot to give me updates on the EdTech world every week. So now that's an example of a great podcast done right.